Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of May 2026. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. I took my spot again. I'm on the edge of the chair. If I disappear from the screen, that means I fell. I'll be back. Don't worry about it. All good here. Because, you know, I guess it can happen. Am I bothering you? Oh, you're twisting and turning and going away? I'm sorry. I think you have plenty of space there. May I help you? Don't rub on me. Okay. Got my chair back. Okay, we're doing this proper. Okay. Starting off the reading, you get the Queen of Cups. Heart open here. Good. Good energy. Trying to stay connected to your heart, trying to stay connected to that openness from your heart, not from your mind. I do see a match there. Starting off the reading, you get the King of Swords crossed by the Ten of Swords. You're kind of showing up as being done with something. I'm not sure if in the physical you are yet, or you're in the process of, but energetically speaking, you're like fed up almost. You know, there's an energy of, that's it, I've had enough. Okay. I was starting to clarify. No, not yet. In your focus, the star, I feel like you're setting up a goal, setting up an intention, and you're trying your best to stick with it. Kind of like, okay, this is what I want. This is what we're gonna start making happen. In the recent past, the Ten of Cups, things were good here. I'm assuming for the situation you're done with too. Things were looking like they were quite okay there in the past. But in your strength, the Seven of Swords, yeah, you've already started slowly but surely this process of getting yourself free of something here. In the immediate future, the Six of Cups, there's a soul connection that's shown up here. That's the energy of a soul connection. In supporting this reading, the Eight of Swords, that's the thing. I see the mind coming in and trying to get you to stay in there. Kind of like, come in, it's cozy up here. We can just function from there and that's it over this. That's why your focus is on the heart. Kind of like, I feel the tendency to go up there, so I need to balance it out. In the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Page of Cups. This is something that right now you would deem as insignificant, as I almost see this as maybe someone you know, or even a friendship that is there. You know of this situation, but like you're not paying attention to it or something. And I feel like it's actually quite significant to what's going on here, or at least to you as you're going through this process. The energy in your hopes and fears, the Chariot. This is kind of the universe giving you the thumbs up, being like, okay, if that's what you want to do, if you want to be done here, then be done here. You're good to go. You're on the right track here. And for the potential outcome, the Emperor. You're definitely stepping into your power there big time. Let's clarify. Let's see what's up. I'm keeping my eye on the light by the sliding door to the porch, because last year we had a very stubborn robin that wanted to make a nest there, and as much as I would love to allow them to do that, that's right by the door. If they chose the other light, I wouldn't have an issue with that. But and also it's not a very well put together platform for a nest there, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do. It's nature. You can't. But the main reason is because there's a lot of commotion there by the door. So I'm watching them this year. I'm like, are you gonna come? Are you gonna try? For the Queen of Cups, you get the Ten of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Empress. I think they're done too, in all honesty. I think both energies here are done. maybe this is a mutual understanding of, let's part ways or something. Because from an energetic standpoint, both energies are showing up as enough is enough, on both ends. So it's not just you that's fed up here, it's the other energy too. I don't know. It's interesting though, because the energies seem quite open to each other at the same time. So I can't tell what the hell is going on quite yet. For the King of Swords, you get the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Five of Cups. For you, it's a cherry on top type of a thing. So it's a piled up type of an energy. Things have been piling up for a while for you. And something did it. One little thing brought you into this place of, that's it. That's it. I'm done. Too much of this. It's too much, For the Ten of Swords, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Six of Swords. Oh, so that's the Page of Cups then. Because even though you're done and you say that, and most of the time when we get into a situation like this, and most of us would say, I'm fed up, I'm done with this, that doesn't mean that you start walking out of the situation right away, So it's going to take a minute, and then the first thing I see you doing, being in, after you're done, after you say you're done, you're confused. You're like, okay, now what do I do? Now that I'm done, what do I do here? There's almost an avoidance to actually picking yourself up and going. There's almost a sense of, well, you know what you got to do. You got to wrap it up and go. So there's like, okay, well, let me wrap it up, but let's see, hopefully when they're not home, or something. And then I'll just start walking. Maybe they won't even notice I'm not here anymore. It's kind of looking a little bit like that. Like you're not taking it full on. Like, hey, I'm out of here. I'm done. No, you're like, let's see. When are they going to work again? When? Okay. So it's not necessarily sneaking out, but it kind of is. Or trying to, but it's coming from a place of you just don't know how to do it, for now. For the Star in your focus, you get the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, the Tower. You're kind of taking in this energy of, it's about damn time I start to put myself first, That's why you're in this place of being done with something that, caused so much of this pile up of crap for you, and this is a big aha moment for you, more than the fact that you're done here with this. It's about damn time I put myself first, so especially in regards to this situation. So that's a pretty cool energy there. So now it almost feels like everywhere you go, everything you do, that's your main target, to put yourself first, For the Ten of Cups in the recent past, you get the Ten of Wands, the Strength card, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, things were good until they weren't, because things started to become a little heavy, a little difficult, but the usual. We'll push through. We're good. We'll be fine. Until now, when you're like, no, we won't be fine anymore, because we won't push through anymore, because fuck this shit, Okay, let me see the Seven of Swords in your Strength. You get the Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Chariot. Okay. Yeah, no, you're just walking away from it. Part of you feels like what you've worked on here felt right. And, there's almost a sense of, but there's history here, but I invested in whatever this is. But there's also the acknowledgement of, yes, you have, and it is an experience that you will take with you. So it's not a wasted energy. Whatever you invested in here, it's not wasted. But a big chunk of you, that's what it's hanging on to. So that's why you're not just walking away, and kind of dragging your feet there behind you, because of, but I put work in this, but that, so That's what's not allowing you, the idea of that. But at the same time, again, that's an experience that you will take with you. You know, it's not wasted time. It's not wasted energy. If anything, it got you into this place in which you have this massive aha moment of, oh, this is what it means to put myself first. You know, so without that, you wouldn't be in this place in which you acknowledge you're important. For the Six of Cups in the immediate future, you get the High Priestess, the Nine of Wands, the Death card. So this is the soul connection that we're talking about, that the one where things are happening. I don't know, man. There's a little bit of back and forth with it. There could be a little bit of something happening that gives a sense of it's not backing away, but it's almost feeling like postponing. Like, okay, we're done here, but we'll be done later too, so we'll do that later. You know? So I'm not entirely sure who's coming up with this plan of, yeah, officially we're done, but we'll do it later. Like, we don't have time right now to be done. So, later. I don't know. Somebody's coming in and saying, I feel this is not the right time to be done. Well, I feel that's a bunch of crap, but okay, because the energy is here. The energy is done. So, I don't know which one of you comes in with these feelings. For the Eight of Swords in the supportive energies, you get the Justice card, the Ace of Wands, the Judgment card. Look, it's okay if you want to try. Give it another shot, even though you've done that who knows how many times in the past. It's okay to change your mind here. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Make sure you're coming from the right place, though, when you do. Don't sell me any crap of this intuition thing, and then I see you being stuck in your head and being like, I feel. You don't feel shit when you're stuck in your head. You think you feel. It's a different story. You know? I feel like maybe another shot is required here. Then, if that's what you feel, but is that what you feel? You know, make sure that's what you feel, because that's not what you feel. That's what you think you feel. So sit with it. Sit with it. And even if you think, oh, I changed my mind, sit with that too for a little bit. You know, make sure you're coming from a clear space here. Because I see some turning arounds here a little bit. And I see where they're coming from. I see the source of it. While you're telling me, I feel. No. That's not where they're coming from. They're not coming from the I feel. For the Page of Cups, in the hidden energies, you get the Lovers, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. Again, energetically speaking, I see the energies open towards one another. I don't doubt that this is a very important soul connection, you know, part of your soul family, whoever this is. So that's what you feel, you actually feel. That, hey, we have a bond here. Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's true. You know? But does it work when it plays out in the reality of your life? You know, energetically speaking, fuck yeah. The best. Super match. Physically speaking, you tell me. Does it work? Does it make you feel happy? Is it something you would engage with for the rest of your life? Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't even know what the hell this is. It could be a friendship. It could be someone you're working with. I don't know. You know, soul family means a lot of souls around us. But in your hopes and fears for the Chariot, you get the Hierophant, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. You're even in this back and forth, the universe is still showing up by your side and telling you, hey, it's okay to feel this, it's okay to think that, it's okay to, you know, it's not urging you to make up your mind or anything. Nothing is. The universe is supporting you through whatever choice you're doing here. And you know that, you feel that. The back and forth game, from where I'm sitting, kind of normal. You know, just because we're done with something, because we've had enough and we're in that energy of, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. But then some days pass and then it all settles down, the dust settles, and then we start actually feeling and then thinking too certain things, then yeah, it's going to be confusing. Yeah, it's going to be normal to want to, what do I do, you know? So you're okay if you feel like you don't know what to do and you don't have yet a solution, or even if you think that you have a solution and 5 minutes later, oh, maybe not, all of that, it's okay. It's part of the process, So I would allow myself, if I were you, plenty of time, for things to settle down. And when I see myself that I don't jump from one thing to another within a day, like a full day with consistency and, okay, this is making me feel sad. Okay, take that in, feel the sadness, see what the next day brings. When I see I don't jump from one thing to another, then I can say, okay, I think this is it. I think I made up my mind about something. And then bring in the feeling and see what that does. You know what I mean? So give yourself plenty of time here for this. And don't judge yourself for changing your mind, or it's fine. It's part of the process. For the Emperor, in the potential outcome, you get the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, the King of Wands. I can only say what I see energetically speaking. And energetically speaking, you are done with this situation. The physical reality of it is what's kind of messing with you there, which again, pretty normal. The more I see you stepping into your power, the more big and clear, and whatever you want to call it, this energy of you're done shows up. It's like they're associated. The you're done part with you stepping into your power. You know what I mean? That's another process in itself of you stepping into your power. So give yourself time. I know you started the reading with such an assertive you're done, because I feel like I caught you right there when something was happening where it felt like the cherry on top. But give yourself time. It's a process. Be gentle with yourself. From the universe for you as a final advice, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the 6 of Wands. Yeah, slowly but surely, small steps, acknowledge that, hey, I think I made progress today, even if I feel like I didn't do shit. I feel like there's a little bit of progress in that department here in this cycle. Awesome. Yeah, acknowledge all of that, all the progress, all the steps you're making, all the steps you're not making, awareness and time for this process. Let's do the Animal Dreaming Oracle. Tasmanian Devil, Purification. Number 35. The generic name of the Tasmanian Devil, really? Sarcophagus. Sarcophilus means flesh lover, indicating its carnivorous dietary preference. Meat is what nourishes a Tasmanian Devil. It instinctively knows that meat is the only fare that will supply it with the strength and endurance to fulfill its duties to Mother Earth. Choosing the life of the humble yet cantankerous recluse, however, the Tasmanian Devil is a shy creature that prefers to feed on carrion and roadkill rather than relying on its skills as a capable hunter. Thus, the Tasmanian Devil is seen as the cleaner, the one whose responsibility is to ensure that the deceased are returned to Mother Earth as efficiently as possible, minimizing the risk of putrefaction and contamination of the land and waterways. Tasmanian Devil teaches us to purify our lives, to honor our bodies, and to exorcise all that is corrupted from our systems. Eating all that is wholesome, drinking all that is pure, and honoring our bodies by regularly exercising and getting adequate rest are all lessons afforded by Tasmanian Devil, as is only ever doing what is right for us while avoiding the propensity to base our decisions on what others may do, prefer, or expect. Tasmanian Devils are famous for their powerful jaws and crushing bite. Tasmanian Devil teaches us to honor ourselves on a communication level, therefore by using the vice-like power of its jaws to speak with vice-like force, or when appropriate with gentle humility. He validates the art of cutting through pretense to get directly to the heart of the matter. thus purifying our relationships of dishonesty and misunderstanding. If the Tasmanian devil has scalded his way into your cards today, you are being prompted to purify some aspects of your life. The cleansing process, personified by the appearance of the Tasmanian devil, can be as tender and healing as you like, or equally as gruesome and devastating. It all depends on how it is approached and whether or not it is handled in a sacred manner. To remove all that is stagnant from your life is to realize the fertility that comes with release, liberation, and freedom. It is to strengthen your foundation and to nourish your desire to expand. Hell yeah. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.